Speaking of financial dire, our monthly GameStop is in trouble articles here. GameStop's latest financial update reveals massive drops in sales. GameStop has published a financial update that highlights the company's performance through the second quarter of the year. It's not looking good for the retailer, with the key talking points being a 45% decrease in sales year on year. It has been a rough few months for the company, as early this year layoffs were made and the stores were being closed down. This financial update is an indicator that further cuts will need to be made. 45% decrease in sales. It's World War GameStop over here. At what point do they say to themselves, man, maybe we should make a change? If I was the CEO of GameStop, at this point you have nothing to lose. You're already more than halfway dead, right? This is where you need to throw a Hail Mary. If I was the CEO of GameStop, to get in the good graces, because one of the reasons I think they don't understand why people, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all let me know what I'm about to say. One of the reasons why people hate GameStop, it's not just that it's a bunch of snot-nosed kids running around. It's not that there's Legos all over the floor and half their inventory is pops that nobody fucking wants. That is part of the problem. And t-shirts nobody would wear. There's a bunch of shit in there that nobody wants to buy. And also, you fuck niggas sell Zins. You're ruining the Call of Duty and the 2K community. You sell cheating devices. It's not just that. That's part of the problem. A big part of the problem, I think, with GameStop is they're just in the bad grace of gamers. And what I mean is, if I lined up 10 gamers today and said, raise your hand if you've been burned by GameStop's trade-in credit, their trade-in system. It's very rare you'll hear me say this, but I'm willing to bet $100. I'll bet a paycheck if I ask that question. 10 out of 10 people's hands would be raised. And if not, at least 9. At least 9. Everybody's got a GameStop horror story. You walk in and them niggas give you 50 cents for whatever you trying to trade in. And you know for a fact that shit is valuable. You bought a game that came out last week. You bring it in, you pay $70. Can I get 60 for it? You're still gonna make a $10 profit off it if we do the math. These niggas trying to give you $30. It just came out last week. And I know for a fact because it came out last week and it's a hot new game that I beat and I'm trading it in, you're gonna sell it right away. Within 2 weeks, you're probably gonna sell that game because it's new and you're gonna make a profit on it. You guys are dickheads. So I think they've burned so many people. It's become World War GameStop. So if I was the CEO or if I could advise the company, the easiest way is you need to announce a global new plan. Dear gamers, we've been dickheads. We're sorry. We're going to have a new trade-in plan for any new game that's been released within the last 3 months. If you beat it and you bring it in and trade it, you're guaranteed at least $50. That leaves them wiggle room to make a $20 profit. Well, not 20, because you probably got to sell it for like 60, 65. If it's new, you can sell it for like 65, 60, because that's a little bit. You're still leaving a wiggle room for them to make a little bit of profit, right? Now, why? Yeah, they got to go on an apology right. Now, why would I recommend doing this? Do it for consoles too. Just increase the trade-in credit, right? Do this because what big box retail stores, what they do, I forgot the name of the method. The way Target and like Walmart and Costco, they keep you in the store. It's a marketing ploy. They sell certain things at a loss, like Costco. Costco sells the hot dog and the soda combo for $1.50 at a loss. They don't jack up the price because they know that you love that $1.50 hot dog and soda so much, it's going to bring you into the store. And then what they hope you do is you wander around and you spend more money. And there's a lot of products in the store that are actually marked up. So what Walmart, Target, Costco will do is they'll sell certain products at a loss in hopes that you stay in the store longer to spend more money. And it works. That's why these stores have been in business. GameStop needs to adopt this same idea. Take a little bit of hit on the store trade-in credit. You guys have gotten too greedy on that. That's going to bring in more gamers. Oh, I love single player games, but I'm a bit on a budget, right? Let's say the college student. I'm passionate about this shit, chat. I'm a college student who loves gaming, but I'm balling on a budget right now. I got to get oodles and noodles. I got to get school books. I got to leave a little bit of money to fuck with some of the chicks on campus. Let's not. But I still want to play some games. I still want to play the latest games. And now I know GameStop, if I bring in this new game, if I beat it within 3 months and I bring it in, I know I'm gonna get at least $50 for it. What's gonna happen is you're gonna get more foot traffic. You get more foot traffic, it increases the chances of you making sales, especially if little Timmy is with mom and dad. Oh, mom, sweet, that's that new Shining Adventure 3. Can I get it, please, please, please? Now he's begging mom and dad, you're making more sales. You have to find ways to increase your foot traffic. And the easiest way to do it is increase the trade-in value on everything. Take a hit on that shit. Put out a tweet. I guarantee you that shit will go viral. Wow. And say sorry. Nigga. Say sorry. Yo, that last CEO, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. That's not my body. We doing things different around here. And apologize for Funko Land. Shit. They didn't promo it, to be fair. Promo what? What are you talking about? Agreed. It would create a loyal base that would end up buying a bunch of other shit for GameStop. Yeah, you would become the store for the budget gamer. Because like, I feel like I always use that argument that gaming is not a poor man's hobby for just to make fun of like PS4 people. But like, it is a real thing. Like, it's not a poor man's hobby. Well, let's make it, by you increasing the trade-in value, let's make it like a middle-class man's hobby, right? Let's just make it a little bit easier for people to afford games. And then people end up accidentally, because one thing I know is people are irresponsible with their credit cards. They might come in there and spend more money. Apologize for EB Games. It's a wrap. New consoles are going. They tried the 3-month idea before COVID, but didn't promo it. To be fair, yeah, I don't see so timing is an important thing in anything in life too, right? That wasn't going to work regardless. Nobody was leaving the house during COVID. Before, come on, man, the world before the shot came out, I wasn't leaving the house. Try it now. Try it now and properly promote it. I don't want to go to GameStop now, and we can go outside at any point. What made them think I wanted to come to GameStop during peak COVID? And let's take it a step further. A lot of gamers are nasty. Peak COVID, before the shot came out and everybody was worried about bacteria and germs, one of the last places I would want to be is a GameStop. What? You booger face ass niggas who don't wash their hands, farting all over the place? Fuck you. Hell no, I'm not coming to no damn GameStop. Roach galore ass niggas. Nope. Nope. So I would say try it again. Advertise it better. Now's a better time. Now's a better time. Because at the end of the day, what do you have to lose? I searched up game. I was doing some research. I was doing some keyword research, right? Matter of fact, I can show y'all so y'all don't think I'm capping. I'm using vidIQ. I was doing some keyword research, right? Because I wanted to change the title on my GameStop video that I did to see if I can make it perform better. Let's go to outliers. And when you search GameStop, the first thing that comes up is people shitting on it about the new GameStop. They just announced GameStop Retro. Look, if you search the word GameStop on vidIQ to look for, so an outlier, I'm giving y'all some free game. Feel free to write it down. An outlier is a video that performs better than average for a person's channel, right? So this is a 30 times, shout out to Mr. Wright, this guy right here. I don't know who he is, but shout out to him. I'm going to use you as an example. This video, as in the last 2 weeks, has gotten almost 100,000 views. That's 30 times his normal average. So this is a video that broke out for him. That's an outlier, right? Tim talking about GameStop Retro. Same him. GameStop Retro, GameStop Retro, GameStop Retro. And everybody's shitting on it. They say it's ass. So right now you're getting bad press. Gamers, you are a gaming store and gamers hate you. You don't see that? You don't think that's a problem? It's like Dick's Sporting Goods, but athletes hate the shit. I ain't going to Dick's, bruh. What the fuck? They didn't tell you COVID was made in the GameStop. Yo, chill. That is, so you have an identity crisis. You are a game store where gamers fucking hate you. And not only do they hate you, we love to shit on y'all too, because you shat on us. So that's what I think they can do to fix it. Dog, rewatching the Wukong VOD from a couple days ago and dude talking about Kai's cameraman. Oh yeah, we had to give his ass a 600. Rename the stores too. Can they afford a rebrand? Because the thing about a rebrand too is then you have to file for a new business name and shit like that. Can they afford that? I don't know. That might not be a bad idea. If they could afford it, you're right. They could announce a rebrand, a new store name. We're gonna have a new trade-in value, new company values. They could do that. Remarket the shit. But this is bad, man. When you lose everything, GameStop. But yeah, that's my little rant about what GameStop can do. They need to get their shit together. And last but not least, GameStop oldies. They're probably marking up them prices at the GameStop Retro. That's why nobody want to go there. Last but not least, some positive news, because I feel like there's always so much negative news. 2 million copies of Space Marines has been sold. It just launched this week. It launched early access last week, but technically this week it launched. It's already sold 2 million copies. We love to see it because I do think that this is not a super mainstream game, but I think the gameplay is so fire. People have liked and it reviewed well. I've been saying this on stream. These CEOs keep talking about, oh, we need to make BR games and live services, and how can we keep the game? Bro, just make a good game. That is the whole premise of American Gangster. Freaking Frank Lucas had a better product than everybody on the street. It was called Blue Magic. Them niggas, they started taking that shit and they said the word just spread around the street. Yo, this man got the Blue Magic. If you make a good product, people will talk about it. I will talk about it. The Emperor Protects. Y'all are too focused on trying to monetize skins, trying to make a game last forever. What happened to just let's put out something good? Yo, shout out to the Black Newton. Appreciate it. Let's put out something good and just advertise it a little bit. That's all you got to do. We're overcomplicating the process. Also, I don't want everything to be live service. Fuck that shit. That's all I got for y'all in terms of news. We can hop into the sub box and see what's going on. And then after that, we're going to get on that damn monkey game. Is that what they scream in, what up, Ethos? Is that what they scream in, Space Marines for the Emperor? Let's see what's in. There was an indie event. Universe collaboration with Attack on Titan official Battle of the Humanity trailer. What is this? Genshin Impact McDonald's crossover. Ah, sweet. Glory to the Emperor. Oh, shit. Damn, you can see a JG video from a mile away. His thumbnails stick out. His big ass head. Crimson Desert exclusive gameplay. Oh, shit. Zelda meets Assassin's Creed. It's action packed. Oh shit! A Crimson Desert preview. All right, we're gonna talk about. Let's talk about that one. Let's look at that one. Let's see. Entropy Survivors. Oh, sweet new Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, yes, it's in the grimdark future. This is the only war. Got you. This is all from yesterday, so not a lot. Okay, well let's look at Crimson Desert then. Let's take a look at that since they got a 12-minute preview video. Let's see what the hype's about. Where do you rank Attack on Titan as an all-time anime? I haven't finished it. I can't talk about it.
I mean, really powerful. As the formidable Staglord grabbed me by the ankle and hurled me into a wall, the bone-crunching impact reminded me of how the strangest blow.
That's a crazy way to start a video. In the first 20 seconds of a video, this nigga admitted to a nigga taking his ankles. That's crazy.
Who's catapulted Kratos through tree trunks and mountains in God of War. This intense, deity-like physicality lends Crimson Desert a sense of genuine spectacle. These are the gladiator battles of myths.
This game looks pretty good.
Last month, during an hour-long hands-on session at Gamescom 2024...
I've heard you say that too many times. Why don't you want to finish Attack on Titan? It's not that I don't want to finish it. I just don't be having the time. And then if I do have the time, it's about the energy. I literally spend all my time doing business stuff for content, writing. Like these guys, these videos don't make themselves. It took me 2 weeks to make that Ronnie 2K video. And then the little free time I do have, you know, you got to give time to your damn dog. I got to give time to my lady. Like, yeah, I just be busy. Like it's not a priority. And then we got to watch things that, you know, we're both interested in. I probably gonna watch the Batman, but anime is just kind of taking a backseat for me. The only thing I would be excited to watch is if fucking, what's the name comes back? What's that joint called? Black Clover, but yeah.
With 3 different bosses, each of which showcased a different side to this fantasy action game's approach to battle. More recently, I was able to watch another hour of gameplay, this time a hands-off demonstration focused on exploration and questing. Together, these demos have given me...
Yeah, I gotta do my dailies and weeklies, yeah. There you go. I don't do dailies in video games, guys. The only time I play games is on this stream. And to be fair, I'm gonna be honest, if you want to do the math, I probably game just as much as a lot of y'all in the chat. Like one of the biggest secrets, if you're a real content creator, one of the biggest secrets is you will spend more time producing content on games than actually playing them. Because if you think about it, half of my stream is talking about what's going on in the gaming industry. The other half is playing the games. Outside of that, I don't get to play much. I don't do dailies and weeklies in fucking BR live service games. I do dailies and weeklies in real life. Because if I don't, then I'll get in trouble. You got to give people your time.
Like a mix of God of War and Dragon's Dogma.
My guy said he's excited to watch Black Clover. Black Clover is fire.
Reminiscent of the modern Assassin's Creeds and The Witcher 3. You play as Cliff.
If you ain't finished the show, I don't want to hear it.
And a no-nonsense attitude. After a prologue,
that fit is fire.
Conflict between the Greymanes and the marauding Black Bears, Cliff's major goal is made clear: explore the continent of Pywell in search of his surviving Greymane allies who have been scattered following the battle.
It's a big news story. What's this, Ethos? What's this? His entire team has left his very first game. Wait, oh, I saw this earlier. Live in 30 minutes. I just installed Deadlock. What the hell is this game? They said Dr. Disrespect is playing Deadlock. Keep the minors off the game. Oh, shit. What happened in the video? Is this a video? His entire team left his very first game. Oh, it's just a photo. Why is it? Yo, Elon, fix your site, bro. Oh, they did. They quit. That's fucking funny, dude. Nobody wants to play with this nigga. That's funny. Look, there's Siggy. I see Siggy right there in the comment section, too. That's fucking funny, dude. I'm not gonna lie, just to be petty, I would have did the same shit. I would have got on the mic. Hey, Ethos, does this game have does it have proximity chat? Like, can you talk to your teammates? Because I would have got on the mic. I'd be like, is that Dr. That's you? Nigga, you fucking PDF file? Fuck you. I would have disconnected, bro. I'll take that 30-minute penalty. I'm not playing with you. That's fucking funny. I love that this account is doing this too. The Deadlock Intel account. The Deadlock Intel account. Yo, whoever's running this account, yo, they know how to work. This is how you go viral. Other companies need to pay attention, bro. This is good shit right here. This is how you run a social media account. That's fucking funny. Don't just post news. That's fucking funny. Get back to this shit.
The bulk of the hands-off demonstration is set in Hernand, a medieval town populated by a fun range of fantasy races that wouldn't look out of place in any Tolkien-esque fantasy
a weird
story.
case.
Cliff's interactions around its very beautifully rendered streets and roads are very much what you'd expect of a modern open-world action-adventure game. There's a horse you can whistle for. NPCs
oh my god, a big-ass open world.
Regions to infiltrate. That last one is where Crimson Desert has a little fun.
Looks a little Witcher 3 to me, which it's a compliment.
As the demo shows Cliff changing into Hernandian banquet attire in order to walk past a castle's guards unnoticed.
Oh, wait. Seems like a permit.
Shout out to the 800 we got in here. If you're new, hit the follow button. Turn on noties.
Don't look like the troublemaking.
When's the release date? I'm not sure.
Right. He can pass then.
I just hope the open world is interesting.
Much like how you can wear disguises in games like Hitman and Kingdom Come Deliverance. I hope there are plenty of opportunities to do this, and various outcomes to your trickery. It would be fun if you could use disguises to open up new conversations, as well as gain entry into forbidden areas. Inside the castle, Cliff pilfers an Abyss artifact, which is where Crimson Desert gets a little more unusual. The device opens up a pixelated portal in a wall, and walking through it transports Cliff to the Library of Providence. There,
I saw that shit. I'm not talking about that.
Reveals that the library is at the center of all worlds, and
none of my business.
Who plan to bring everything to nothingness.
What is the reason you brought me here?
There are beings who brought chaos to Providence.
You're a wizard.
The rifts they have created will return everything to nothingness.
While I can't say I'm impressed by Crimson Desert's writing in this demo, this exchange and several others feel cluttered and wrapped up in themselves. But it does point to a much grander, more mythical plot beyond Cliff's hunt for his allies. That ambition of something.
Where the heck is the Wolverine game? Y'all seen any news about it? Nah, I wouldn't be surprised if that game gets delayed due to the hackers leaking shit. They probably need to regroup and, figure out what's going on with that. But like, yeah, I don't know where that shit is.
Larger is made abundantly clear when Alastin's ally, White Crow, gives Cliff the glider-like Crow Wings ability, which allows him to leap off the library's floating island and reenact the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom's title sequence.
Very Tears of the Kingdom, yeah. That's Zelda. Where's Siggy at? This is Zelda, but like a steady frame rate. God damn, look how, oh my God. That's a big ass world, dude.
All to use this motif. Can developer Pearl Abyss really craft something that lives up to the wider meaning of that iconic visual? But even if it falls short, the magnificent view and subsequent glide to Earth is a thrill all the same. Whee! Back on the ground in Hernand, a local peacekeeper tasks Cliff with finding and eliminating some local bandits who fight using a red mist. Heading out in search of such villains, Cliff comes across a burning house and throws nearby vases of water to save the clergyman trapped inside. It's not clear from the demo if such objectives organically occur around the map, Red Dead Redemption 2 style, but what is soon clear is that this blaze is the work of those aforementioned bandits. The local church says one of their men, Hubert, fled the scene in an attempt to bait the enemies away, and asks Cliff to find him. The payment is another one of those Abyss artifacts, once again suggesting
time to keep playing 10-year-old games the same for me.
Are of vital importance to Crimson Desert's story.
Facial graphics look dated. It's because it's open world, they can't focus too much on graphics.
Typical setting,
they probably got to keep optimize it.
I can't believe it.
Hubert is found at a bandit camp that allows the demo to show off Cliff's stealth abilities.
Little Assassin's Creed.
And looks very reminiscent of Silent Takedowns in the Assassin's
Creed. I can't deal with games like this. He literally just said Assassin's Creed. I can't deal with games like this. Has become a chore. Yeah, that's how I feel with these open world games too. Like, I hope it's really interesting and does something different. Because if it's just Assassin's Creed and Zelda, like, what else is different though? Let's keep listening.
Not particularly challenging, but an alternative option to Crimson Desert's more publicized melee brawls. Hopefully when we go hands-on again, stealth will prove a worthwhile addition, rather than a shallow, tacked-on extra. With Herbert freed, Cliff is approached by the goblin Shakatu, a merchant of the Gold Leaves Guild. He explains that
the Gold Leaves Guild,
under the command of the evil Splithorn. In return for killing this toxic leader, Shakatu offers money and his services. Things Cliff believes will be helpful in finding the missing Greymanes.
I really wish us to turn over a new leaf. A return to our former glory.
Arriving at the Goldleaf camp, it quickly becomes clear how all these quests are linked. The Goblin Guards use
Did I just see a perfect dodge?
Of their battle tactics, and so reveal themselves as the very same miscreants that were causing trouble for the people of Hernand. And so Splithorn's death not only allows Shakatu to take over and help Cliff, but also fulfills the task set by the Peacekeeper back in town. I hope
that's why I couldn't get into Dragon's Dogma. I wish these developers would respect our time more. I think that's why I'm excited about Dragon Age 2. Like Dragon Age Veilguard, like it's giving you enough. It's like semi-open zones, like, but it's not like full-blown open world. I don't mind that it's more streamlined. I'm tired of all these 100-hour games, man.
Narrative.
I want to play a more streamlined RPG.
That would certainly make up for the uneven quality of the writing shown in the demo.
Your YouTube advice for thumbnails has been helpful for offer-up postings. I don't even know what advice I gave you, but hey, if it's working.
Splithorn is the culminating boss fight of the hands-off demo, which brings us to the much more exciting
side. Why we love Astrobot, simple and fun.
He's agile and aggressive,
wielding
a sword that emits blasts of wind in vertical and horizontal patterns, forcing Cliff to dodge and block as he attempts to close the distance.
A little too much camera shake and moving around. Like, I wish they would center the frame. I hope you can turn that off.
But he's a pipsqueak compared to the brutes I face myself in the hands-on demo at Gamescom. The first of the 3 bosses I clashed with was the Stag Lord. He's a relentless attacker, charging across
okay, true. Yeah, it's literally all packaging.
Final destination. But despite his endless strength and capacity to throw you like a baseball, he's only human. I forced distance between us, quickly firing explosive arrows to knock him out of his attack pattern and open up.
Yeah, the combat looks fun.
Blade in his back. The Stag Lord proves a real challenge of a fight. Crimson Desert is not even remotely as Souls-like.
Would you open a P.O. box? I had one. Nobody sent anything. It was a waste of my money. I appreciate that you want to, but like, if I open another one, that shit is expensive. If I open another one, people will send stuff for 1 month, and then nobody's gonna send anything again. I'm not paying for that. Also, I don't want no anthrax in my shit. Do you have any suggestions for the PS5 overheating? My PS5 is clean, but only overheats when I play 2K and nothing else. That might be a hardware issue. How much is it? A PO box is like $300 a month. No, like $300 a year, I think.
Learning the complexities of its combat
I had one with UPS. Yeah, it was like $300 a year.
Similar to this year's Dragon's Dogma 2, there's no lock-on, and so I have to be mindful of where I position Cliff and where his sword will land.
Nah, I ain't getting no new vinyls. I'm balling on a budget. I don't buy them shits all the time.
That surprises my foe, and then hitting both the light and heavy attack buttons together unleashes a wide, particle effect spraying strike that cleaves a chunk out of the Stag Lord's health bar. All this is speedy without sacrificing weight. It feels fantastic, but it's also easy to let things run away from you. I soon realize I need to be chowing down on health-restoring food with addiction-like frequency.
Ooh, violent.
With the Stag Lord defeated, I take his mighty sword and shield, and the demo skips me ahead in the story, throwing me into snow-coated lands. Here, Cliff is looking for children who have seemingly been sacrificed to some kind of mountain spirit. Such a spirit turns out to be the White Horn, a sort of antlered, abominable snow deer that acts as the first showcase of just how different each of Crimson Desert's bosses can be. This colossal creature
maybe decorate your stream room with vinyl walls in the background? No thanks. I didn't buy them for decorations, I bought them to listen to them.
Avalanches that leave me temporarily.
You know what I've learned since I started collecting? A lot of you niggas buy it just for like, I mean, if you want to use it, that's on you as long as you like properly hanging this shit. But like a lot of people buy vinyls just for the artwork to hang on their wall. They don't even have a record player. I bought it to listen to music. No, thank you. I'm not putting that shit on my wall.
Almost completely
for the aesthetic. No, I'm a music fan.
Second phase and stab away at its flesh. The moment once again had me recalling my battles with towering monsters.
At most, like maybe if I have too many, I can start stacking some like on my shelf in the background, but like hanging them up, I don't want to hang them down.
Dragon's Dogma 2 earlier this year. Unlike the little split horn back at the Goblin camp, these much larger bosses have 3 health bars, with each one eliminated increasing the intensity of the fight. But where the Stag Lord and White Horn scraps seem to escalate much like many other action game boss battles, my final battle against the Queen Stoneback Crab demonstrated Crimson Desert's ambition to create memorable moments through very different mechanics.
Cool
the
boss
Queen
design.
Stoneback Crab is colossally big. It fills the screen, and smartly, you can't fight it by just hacking away at its shins. Instead, the battle is a puzzle set piece that's clearly inspired by Shadow of the Colossus. I clamber onto the crab's stony shell and grab onto the grass and flora that forms.
Is it true records have a noticeable difference in sound quality? Yes, but it's not because they're records. It's because it's uncompressed audio. The same would be true with CDs, like if you collect CDs, and it's also like because you're running on a sound system. So yes, it's because because streaming is compressed audio. You're streaming it off the internet. So yes, it's true. It sounds different from CDs like a little bit, like there's certain tones and frequencies that are a little bit differently if you want to compare like CDs to vinyls, but like overall it just sounds better because it's uncompressed audio. That's
for
the
dear life while pulling myself up towards a trio of rock formations.
I like it.
Using a special punch skill, I shatter each of the rocks to expose a weak point that I plunge my blade into. Each open wound causes a geyser of water to burst out, which not only provides a visual spectacle but also throws me high into the air.
Yeah, I seen them in the store the other day.
Down using the Crow Wings ability.
Are they popular? No, vinyls surpass CDs. Like vinyls are bigger than CDs now. A lot of streamers are playing pre-patch Radon Elden Ring today, trying to beat the Mickey. You had like fucking 3-4 months to beat that shit. Mickey is fun. Ain't nobody gonna call me now. You should have beat it months ago. Now you struggling.
Now I'm tasked with destroying the pottery-like crown.
There is lossless compression streaming platforms like Amazon. Yeah, but the problem with like lossless streaming is it's gonna eat up your data. So unless you're on Wi-Fi all the time, it's annoying. And then also with lossless streaming too, it requires more data. So you need a stronger connection. When you're in the gym, all you need, and there's not like in my gym, like there's not a good connection. I usually only get like 1 bar, but I can still listen to music because you don't need that's the benefit. It's the ease of access. So like to me, like paying for that extra lossless streaming is not worth it because it's just going to eat up your data and you need a strong connection. So there's going to be certain places where you don't even be able to listen to music.
Completed by swinging Spider-Man style from a web.
And some songs aren't on streaming. When you go to the record store, that's one thing that is cool. When you go to the record store, I be finding shit you cannot get on streaming platforms. That's part of the cool thing about collecting too. You can just find a bunch of cool stuff.
Fully bonkers.
If you're into music like that.
My hour-long session wasn't quite long enough to try all 4 of the bosses the demo had to offer.
Also depends on how the master was exported. Ab is the music expert, you heard him.
The Reed Devil, a weird little guy who creates copies of himself that can only be defeated by destroying totems that are built during the battle. Along with the 3 I fought, all 4 bosses make the promise that Crimson Desert features an array of creative, unique centerpiece battles. If they're all like this, then Pearl Abyss could really have some.
Do I listen to any jazz? I'll listen to it, but do I have any records?
Nah. Systems fundamentals.
Not yet.
Yes, it's all quite Fantasy 101. Bows, swords, shields, parries, but it's all delightfully aggressive and properly impactful. There's a seemingly deep combo system too, and it's because of that I wish the demo had a section that was a little more relaxed for me to sample. The heat of a relentless boss battle isn't quite the space to learn and perfect button sequences, but I've got a good feeling you can pull off some.
The combat looks fire, but everything else, like the open world, I'm like questioning it.
learn. It's a big green light for Crimson Desert's combat then. As for its adventuring chops, things are looking a little more conventional. Pearl Abyss certainly seems to be making a solid enough transition.
Big on fantasy like that? Not really, but if the combat is fire, I'm into it.
Single-player territory.
I couldn't get into Skyrim because of the combat.
The hands-off demo particularly breaks new ground. Much of it is very familiar if you've played the likes of Assassin's Creed or The Witcher 3. Nonetheless, it does look largely well put together. While I do hope that the Abyss artifact storyline goes suitably off the wall, I'd like to see the more typical fantasy storylines find suitable hooks to ensure regular gameplay feels more varied and creative than what we've seen so far.
Yeah, I think another issue this thing faces, he keeps saying it's Zelda and Assassin's Creed. It's like, I played those games before. He didn't really say anything that, like, what is it doing different?
Combat system that shifts from classic sword and board action to slingshotting Spider-Man style round a walking mountain. The questing and exploration
Spider-Man
desert ideally also needs to aspire to that kind of
diversity. Game is all over the place.
This latest slice of gameplay certainly suggests that the bridges between epic boss battles will be solid, if not the most memorable aspect of the experience.
Interesting.
Crimson Desert, check out the entire 52.
Interesting. We will keep our eye on this game. When does this come out? It'll be available on PC and console. I'm gonna assume 2025. I still don't understand the concept. Yeah, I don't understand the story. It's like all over the place, but it looks cool nonetheless. The combat, Universe and Attack on Titan official battle for. Is this a game? Oh, it's a manga. I don't care. Genshin Impact and McDonald's collaboration. Chicken nuggies. Who's ready? Get a McDouble! A McDouble and a gotcha! What happens when one of the most aggressive micro-transaction gotcha games combines with one of the most aggressively unhealthy brands in the world combine and collaborate? A gotcha and high cholesterol is not a nasty combo. That's a nasty. Exclusive rewards available on the app. There you go for Genshin Impact fans. You see Shannon Sharpe is trending? Yes, I don't care. He was fucking, chat. I do not care. What y'all want to talk about? Because y'all, you're like the fifth person to say, what y'all want to talk about, chat? Let's talk about Shannon Sharpe. What y'all want to talk about? What you want me to say? Like, oh, did you see him fucking? Like, what do you want me to say? Like... Like, yo, he was really tearing her ass up, bro. Like, he was really doing it. She was moaning. Like, what do you want me to say? I don't have a strong take on that. I do not care, bro. Like, oh my God. Y'all got to think about these questions y'all be asking. There's no in-depth conversation to have there. He's going to lose his job at ESPN. What that got to do with me? I don't care. I don't care. The Shannon Sharpe will be okay. Chat, I hate to break it to y'all, but Shannon Sharpe will, I am willing to bet money Shannon Sharpe will be okay. He will find another job because that video that leaked to him is forgivable. If what really happened where they was rolling around and fucking and the shit accidentally went live, if that was a real accident, he'll get a job somewhere else. They'll forgive him. It's forgivable. He's already straight. It's not like he was doing anything bad per se. It's just, you know, nigga got caught slipping. It happens. It happens when you locked in. That's why I always throw my phone on the floor. Don't leave it in the bed if you ever doing anything. Not that I ever had sex before marriage, but if I did, throw your phone away. Entropy Survivors. What is this shit? Virgin for life. He did say he was hacked though. All right, so now we're really gonna. Do y'all genuinely believe he was hacked? So he just so happened to be hacked while he was fucking? What if there's just a possibility they was rolling around in the bed and his back landed on the phone and it went live? It's like butt dialing. That shit happens, bro. You really think this nigga got hacked in the middle of him fucking? Like, come on, bro. Like a nigga was just like some hacker was sitting at a computer and I'm gonna wait till this nigga's fucking a bad bitch. And then I'm gonna activate his Instagram to let the world know Unc is fucking bad bitches at like 60. Got him. Like, come on, chat. Like, like what are we talking about? I don't really want to talk about what are we talking about right now?
Wielding robot and Frog, a dung-slinging space frog. From the forces of entropy.
What are we looking at?
The game takes place in the same colorful universe.
The amount of buttons you got to press to go live. Shit, they might have did it on purpose. Either way, I don't care. I don't care. She could have set him up. He could have did it on purpose. At the end of the day, why do y'all care?
Each with multiple difficulty levels and varying enemies.
We gotta protect the kids on the servers of Deadlock. Fucking what's her name is live on stream playing that game. Protect the kids.
Your loadout and fight. Seamlessly swap back and forth.
I'm good off this game. I played this game before.
Germs melee.
Yeah, let's talk about how all the immigrants are eating the dogs and the cats, according to Trump. Let's talk about like that dude said in the chat. Exactly. We got to protect the dogs and the cats. That's what's really the problem going on.